But we'll dive into our What Just Happened segment because AI moves so quickly and people are probably seeing headlines float across their transoms and not having time to focus on whether it matters or not. So maybe you can kick us off. We have two What Just Happens this week. The first is Elon Musk made a bid, an unsolicited bid, that maybe you can tell us about to buy OpenAI.
Yeah. Maybe this was last week. I don't know. Like you said, everything moves so quickly. But Elon Musk and a group of other investors made an offer, again, as you said, unsolicited, to buy OpenAI for $97.4 billion. And like, you know, as you do when you're offering to buy a business for $97.4 billion, I think he made the offer on X, Twitter, or maybe not. Maybe he also made it in real life, IRL. But it played out on Twitter because and I'll in a minute I'll talk a little bit about OpenAI's current structure and how they're trying to transfer it. But Sam Altman right away tweeted back at him and said, no thanks, or like not interested, but I'll buy Twitter for $9.7 billion. And Elon Musk tweeted right back at him with one word. I think he said swindler. So it was like another little public back and forth between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. And then the OpenAI board officially turned down the bid to purchase OpenAI for $97.4 billion. But correct me if I get this wrong, but so OpenAI was founded as a nonprofit, and its mission is to bring artificial general intelligence to the world. If that's your mission, you succeed whether you, OpenAI, like are the ones that bring it to the world, or your work plants 1,000 other startups, and one of them brings it to the world, right? That's the thing. That's the thing about a nonprofit mission-driven organization. It's not really, doesn't have to be us. It's just that's what we're working towards. And then in 2018 or 19, they stood up within the nonprofit governance structure a public benefit company. Is that the right term? Is that the right for-profit term? Public benefit
PBC?
company? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's right. And so they have a for-profit, obviously, so they could raise funds, which they've obviously been doing with stunning success since then, because they've raised um, billions of dollars, right? Since they stood up that for-profit subsidiary. And now they're trying to change their nonprofit business, which is the parent business of the
The
for-profit.
for-profit.
Yeah. Into a fully for-profit company. And there's a process for doing that, and you need regulatory sign off. And some commentators viewed the Musk unsolicited bid as just an attempt to complicate that. It is also the case that Musk and, well, maybe it's just Musk, has sued OpenAI to stop it from transferring to a for-profit business. And some commentators view this bid as just like another arrow in the quiver of slowing OpenAI down and stopping their ability to transfer to a for-profit company. I don't really know, and so we shouldn't get into like the legal framework for changing your nonprofit business to a for-profit business. Please go to an actual lawyer who knows something about that. Don't come to this podcast for that. But I know that a nonprofit has to act in the interests of the public it serves. And if you get an offer for $97.4 billion, I think it's fair to say that you're supposed to actually think that through and consider whether you have to accept that offer, because it's in the interest of the public mission that you serve, over your alternative path of changing into a for-profit company. So I don't know. At the same time, this week, Elon Musk, his AI company XAI released its latest model, Grok Grok 3, I guess it's 3, yeah. And it's a reasoning model. It's a multimodal model. By all accounts, I haven't used it myself, so this is not from personal experience, but by all accounts, it's a pretty sophisticated model. Um, and one of the pitches Grok 3 is making is that it can revolutionize law and justice. It said they literally say like send your disputes to Grok 3 and we can resolve them quickly and efficiently and inexpensively. So it's a funny sort of combination of what just happened moments. Both Elon Musk's own company seems to be uh, targeting legal and it has legal in its sights. And at the same time, Musk is, you know, has a pretty sophisticated legal strategy to slow OpenAI down. And I think this was the latest piece of that strategy. I don't know. Did you pick up anything else on the back and forth that's relevant?
No, I mean, I think for lawyers, what a lot of lawyers may not realize is A, that Elon Musk was a co-founder with Sam Altman of OpenAI. And at one point before he was sort of ousted, from the board and or by the board, he wanted to convert OpenAI into a for-profit
Yeah,
company,
that's right.
and tie it to Tesla. And that was in point of tension between Elon and Sam at the time. So it's all just like part of this messy soap opera that is OpenAI and Sam Altman and Elon Musk. But I think you're right. And I think this will not be the last time that Elon tries to slow down his competition using the law to try to complicate things. But they're also, as you said, I mean, they have created this complicated legal situation for themselves in the first place through the creation of this very complicated nonprofit overseeing a for-profit structure. Thank you for tuning in to 2030 Vision, AI and the Future of Law. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Stay informed and inspired as we continue to explore the AI-driven future of the legal profession. We'll see you next time.